Hey guys, Miss Jaeger here, and welcome back to our Total War Let's Play. And I am doing my co-op campaign with Mental Me Max. Say hello, Mental.
Hey guys.
And in the last episode, not much was done. I spent a bit of time getting Mount Squighorn, currently upgrading it, waiting so I can get to the level 2 castle, so I can establish more of a garrison defense on this one as the watch room. Ironbeard, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, there we go, is currently making his way towards the north, whilst also training a couple more dudes. We're going to go mainly with a melee-based army, as there isn't much for me to utilize at the moment. We're going to basically make a major charge for the orcs into the north, and then I'm going to set up some defensive fortifications around here. For Mental Me Max, he ended up making the enemy army at Castle Tempelhof made peace with him. But then, for some stupid reason, they decided to declare war on him again, almost within the same turn.
Literally same turn.
Yeah, same turn. For some reason, the AI just did that. So, interesting to say the least, but, you know, whatever. All I'm going to say. Just whatever. Those Schwarzhaaren have actually made a move to the south a bit now. They're right below at Oakenhammer.
Yeah.
By the way, is
They were
it
coming for me, but he's currently, I think he's neutral towards me at the moment.
That's good. Okay, so right. Okay, I'm thinking. Ooh, he's made that move. I'm intrigued. Why did he do that? He's made a move now. Ah. So, what are your plans for this then?
At the moment, I'm just gaining a few more buildings. So I've now should be getting plus 40% growth. Plus, once I get my, well, I've still got it actually. I've also got the extra growth I get from my, is it a commandment? You get.
Okay.
And he's decided to run down there, so I'm not. Basically, I don't trust him, so I think what I'm going to have to do is move both armies down to Castle Drakenhof and just kind of sit there and see what he does.
Could I make a suggestion on that?
Yeah, go for it.
What I was thinking of was Castle Tempelhof. While it does have a nasty garrison, it doesn't have much. It only has 2 Felbats, 3 units of skeleton spearmen, and 3 units of skeleton warriors. What you could do is move your second army, the one without the second lord, Gunther von Delhi. What you could do is maneuver him back down south. You could maneuver him back down south. Oh, fucking thing. Back down south. Occupy Castle Drakenhof to ensure that this guy doesn't lay siege to it.
Yeah.
Then take your main lord, who can then jump across to the other side from Eschken, and then capture this area, because this is a province capital for them, which will do a shit ton of damage to their economy. And then what you could do is hold off against the enemy forces whilst you make your way further down to neutralize the enemy forces located here.
Okay, cool.
So that way then not only will you be... because at the moment they've left it completely defenseless. There is no garrisons or anything at the moment, from what I can see. So,
Cool.
it's sort of...
That's Castle Drakenhof back taken. And
then you guys can then make a charge across the line. Yeah, you see, he's done a really stupid thing there by completely leaving his castle open to destruction. He does have a force over at this location, but if you can capture it, you'll be able to just hold your ground, because it's a proper castle. So, I'll be curious. Oh, no. Oh, for fuck's sake! My fucking game crashed again.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things. Jesus Christ. And we are back. Unfortunately, we have crashed again. Bloody game is unreliable as shit when it comes to stuff like this. You'd think, as I was saying earlier, because they've been doing it now for a few games, you'd think the designers would be like, yeah, let's make this work. And they're like, no. Alright, so yeah, we're pretty good on that one. Alright. Okay, so yeah, what we've basically done, to sort of edit things down a bit, is this army moved from up the north here, and has now positioned himself somewhat close to the border. So what Mental Max has done is he's maneuvered his second army, his garrison army, which is mostly made of skeleton warriors, zombies, skeleton spearmen, and the dire wolves. He's maneuvered his army to defend Castle Drakenhof, whilst in case the enemy army does decide to have a push, and he's moved his main army from Eschken all the way to Tempelhof, which will then hopefully he can maybe even auto-resolve if the enemy army from here doesn't get interested, which hopefully it won't. So
yeah, I'm hoping when I end my turn now that he runs back towards me, which could be a bit of a problem. Mind you, he has got mainly zombies.
okay.
Or if the guy runs over, got a few people.
Okay,
Wait and see.
Okay, so now that we've done that, I can now start constructing stuff over at Mount Squighorn. And I can't seem to afford the refectory, but I will have a trinket maker installed. Like, I'm going to try and make this more of a... I mean, admittedly, I need a military installation to a degree, but I also kind of need to... Because the Karaz Karak will be the place where I will install all of the important buildings. Right, now let's make a move for Mount Gunbad. Unfortunately, we're now at war with Mount Goodmad. Am I at war with them? Yes, I'm at war with them. The orcs have now the spear dudes have got a confederation going, which kind of sucks. But that said, it's kind of how it is. Hopefully next turn we're going to be able to get these sort of things to upgrade to once I get the financial capacity to do so. And then with that,
Can I not gift you some money? That be a thing?
If you, I think you can. If I. Hang on, I'll just experiment. Vampire counts. Can I ask? Oh, payment. Yeah, you can give me. Okay. Okay, you have like 700 quid. Yep.
Yeah. Next time I get another 2,000 though, so I can give you some.
That's fine. I mean, I guess 1,000 would be nice, and if once I get into a decent enough economy, I will definitely give that back to you.
That's fine. It's a co-op, work together and all that.
Pretty much. Yeah. So. For any of you Warhammer fans out there, yep, we're doing insurance, we're doing loans in Warhammer Fantasy. So get your pitchforks.
Who better to start up a bank than dwarves?
Well, true. We are in fact the bankers of the universe at that point. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to end my turn. Hopefully we can get this working. As again, we're probably going to end up having this probably edited a lot because of loads of potential crashes and stuff. So. Please bear with us on that one. I've not done too many total like campaigns on this thing. Oh, hello.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
How's it looking?
Not too great.
Unfortunately, I can't see until you make the decision. I can't really see what kind of battle you're up against, which is annoying.
He's got himself, the other guy's reinforcements. About 10 units of zombies, 4 crypt ghouls, 3 skeletons, some spearmen, and some dogs.
And the garrison is not that large. Admittedly, the garrison isn't that large, though.
I'm not very strategic, though, is my only problem I'm worrying about here, is if I do this fight, not very good at doing the fights myself, so I've got a little bit of a feeling I might be in for some trouble here.
I mean, it's not going to be an easy battle, because what he'll do is he'll gain reinforcements by his allies coming up to meet up with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's going to get buffed anyway, but he's only going to be like, what? If I go to... I can't select the bloody thing as well, which is annoying.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7... The other guy's got 8 units, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4...
20 units, I think he had.
Yeah, he's got a full 20, so it'll be 28 units plus the garrison.
Are they like any specialized units? Are they just bog standard though?
It's mainly zombies and skeletons, but the only problem with that is that's mainly what I've got as well. I mean,
with fairness though, you have your
Vargulf.
You do have your Vargulf, as well as your commander, who his commander is lower level than you, so you have the ability to rip arseholes a new one. So
right, let's try it.
To be honest with you, if you want, mate, I don't want to. I don't want to seem like I'm being an evil boy, but
no, that's fine. I've done a quick save, so if
yeah. So worst case scenario, we can just be like,
yeah.
nope, doesn't count. what I could do then is, okay, so he's got Crypt Ghouls. Okay, right, yeah. So you're gonna play battle. So he's got Crypt Ghouls. He's also got a warrior dude. So yeah, he's got a mostly zombie army. Which, if you concentrate your efforts early on, potentially, you can. If you kill him off, that'll do a shit ton of damage for morale. And
Yeah,
as long
what
as
I'll
you
be doing is sending my entire army after his 2 bosses, pretty much, and just waiting for the rest to crumble.
don't oversend your armies. I would recommend you send your... I mean, I'll jump into the battle with you. But what I recommend we'll do, and I'll actually see you in the battlefield, guys, so we save loading.
Things first.
And we're back. Right, okay, so you have definitely got a good advantage here. So what you want to do, mate, is set up your shitter quality units on this hill and ensure that if you're going to be engaging them, they have to fight uphill. Because if the enemy has to fight uphill, because also his reinforcements are going to be coming from here. So what you want to ensure that he does is you want to make sure that whenever he fights you, he's going up hills. Because then what that will mean is that his units will be at a disadvantage because they're having to trudge up the hills. A universal law in Total War is that if you have to go up a hill, it negates something. So definitely keep your units on the hill as much as possible. Hell, when you spawn in, depending on how he spawns, and he probably is just going to have one big column army that way. But if he's going to do a stupid thing and move his army across to re-group those guys, you could take the opportunity to maneuver your army around here to utilize this whole hill as a defensive line sort of thing. So that way you can kind of wedge his army into a position where he has to go up a hill to engage you. So, yeah, so... And make sure when you're engaging him as a wizard, definitely pin him with a few units, but also make sure to have spare units on reserve so you can outflank them doing damaging attacks on them if they decide to come up this hill.
Come on, select.
Okay, so you can guys go. Yeah, because with this hill, I would fucking murder to have a hill like this in my campaigns. Yeah, so like send like a bunch of his skeleton warriors at first to establish a defensive line here, so that way they're at the top of the hill. So if anything comes up to get them, they
What I was thinking is
they could defend this
these
area.
guys here that are going to go that way if anyone comes. These guys here protecting this line here, and I've got this in my way as well.
I mean, what you could do, because you could deploy in this area, I would say I would set those guys up here. Like, if you can set them up, just set them up along a line here. Preferably try and set them up along a tighter defensive line here, but with the ability to be flexible so they can cover the whole ridge line. A little higher, maybe around there-ish. So that way they don't have to go up a hill. You want to ensure that you are on top of the hill as possible. If you can't spawn them close enough, then, yeah, okay, that's fair enough, that's fair enough. You can move them slightly closer. Pretty good defense so far. Okay. What I recommend you do is whatever units you want to have in reserve, move them more towards this section so they have the same rough distance to, so that they both have the same distance, shorter distance to travel to react to each lines. These two guys, you want them to be sort of here-ish, so that way they can react once again, as quickly as possible. You want rapid reaction forces to be able to isolate and destroy major sections of an advance. Now, if I know the AI, because they don't have any artillery, they're going to be wanting to attack your position. But the thing is, what they like to do also is they like to send their armies to regroup with each other before they make the main push. So you might be lucky, and he might decide to come at you once he's regrouped with this. This does, of course, mean that you won't have the benefit of him attacking in waves, which means you can isolate and destroy them quickly, but that will give you time to set up a proper defensive line. Now, for me, because I have guns and everything, I probably would benefit with this a little bit more, but because you're going up a hill, you do have the ability of having superior positioning before he makes his assault.
Yeah.
Alright, feel free to, whenever you feel ready for it, I'll... Okay, so what are you going to do, mate? Reinforcements approaching. Okay, he looks like he's just making an assault on your position. And he's going to the left, so he wants to take advantage of the hill. Okay, send your guys up to this hill and set up a defensive line here. You want to extend your hill line so that way you have a massive defensive section there. He is going to send reinforcements and they're going to come round and make an attack on you there, whilst also attempting to flank. So definitely keep guys here, but you want to send your guys along to here. Probably go to normal though, so you get the ability to go into it. You're mental?
Yeah, I'm just trying to... It's not letting me...
Okay, cool.
Done.
Okay, so yeah, so I would say your skeleton warriors would make a good defensive line here because they're more actual units. So that way you can have the whole of the hill. Yeah, and then your zombies can then basically form... If you can try and form like a line here, then that way you can hold the thing. Then I would recommend you maneuver these guys, like those guys, around to here. So that way you can kind of react to whatever happens. He is going to get... He has the cavalry advantage. So his direwolves are probably what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and come round and attack you on the rear line here. But that's okay, because you've got this bugger. And he's going to be like, say what? Okay, so they have... Okay, bad news is they are probably going to get units towards this position a little bit faster than you can get yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, don't completely abandon this area. You want to have your zombie units, your spare zombie units. Right, put your skeleton dudes like so, like line them up. But you move your zombies sort of like, yeah, along to there. But don't have them just like those sort of things. You want to spread them out. So sort of drag and click and hold. That way you can spread out the units. The good news is he's coming in on a wave thing. These guys are going to take fucking ages to get into battle. Is he going to... Oh, is he going to make you come to him? Ooh, that cheeky sod. Oh, no, he's going to wait until he reorganizes before he attacks. That's fine. That gives you time. That gives you time. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. If you nudge up those guys so that they link up to make a nice defensive line, then you can totally hold this hill. With your...
Game's completely froze.
That's fine.
Go, you're moving again.
Yeah, the game with multiple units in online games, they do slow down the frame rates a little bit. Okay, so those guys... His main army... Okay, because he's focusing his army that way, what you want to do with these guys now is set up along like that. So you're covering the hill arc, so that way he can't really outflank you. The good news, at least with this area, is that we're close to the map border here. Like, we can't go further than these arrows are pointing. So he can only flank you around that way, which he's already making a move now to do. He will send his things around there. Okay, that's really good deployment on that one. Well done on that one. With these guys, what you can do now is you can maneuver these guys and form a new defensive line here. So that way, I would just say sort of give them a thin line here, so that way they're not focusing too much down the hill. Okay, so those dudes are making a push onto your left flank. Good choice, send them up there, screw them over. I would then recommend you take these two spear units and do the same thing and help just guard that flank line over there. Where's your commander, out of curiosity? I've lost sight of him.
He is currently
I see him.
Reinforcing the front line.
Okay, so those guys are going to come down. They're going to probably attack this unit. That's fine. Send your Vargolf into that, and then you should be okay. Apologies if... And also tell me to shut up when you want me to shut up.
That's cool, mate. Any help is help.
Okay.
Guys, come down there. Ooh. Over to there. Back.
Okay, he's gone for that now. Okay, they're not doing anything towards it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. You know, the cool thing is, if he's dumb enough, he'll try and come at you from here, which it looks like he's trying to. You can then get these guys, who are fresh, to go and outflank him. If given, but as I said, don't do anything just now because we don't know what's going on. But those dogs, those dogs are fucked. Those dogs are completely screwed. You've done a great job there because now they're going to do... He's not moving at all, so whatever chance you get to smash that army is perfect. Then what you can do, if you move these guys slightly further up and form a line like so, you should then be able to negate the hill disadvantage. Okay, those bats are buggering off now and attacking those dudes. That's perfect. So yeah, as long as we hold... I don't know how the vampiric people are good at defending places, but once you... Okay, those guys are going to regroup with them. Okay, I'll make things interesting, but not unbeatable. Okay, so those two... Okay, now the main army's making its push. Okay, so that army's going to go for that. Right, get these guys up to help defending those dudes, because these guys are going to start making a push on them. So if you get your vampiric guys onto them, those bats are now dying, which is good. Good job on that one. Now maneuver these guys up to help defend that line. And then what you can do with these guys is do a bit of a walking maneuver, so to save them getting any energy issues, because they are apparently fading. You can
that might be because my boss isn't near enough. Let's get him. Oh.
No. They're fine. These guys are fine. They are okay. It's these guys who are fading.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, these guys can now maneuver and outflank those guys, which will do a good amount of damage to them. Right, where's your Dwarf? Yeah, this is pretty cool. You've got a couple of vampire bats. The fell bats are attacking your lord, but that's fine.
Oh, that's right. We'll shrug that off.
Yeah. Okay, and then... yeah, you've got good positioning on your troops. That'll be doing pretty good. Because then, what you then can do is maneuver these guys up, plug the gap here, and then start attacking.
Already on that.
Nice. There you go, see? Yeah, again, tell me to shut up when you want me to shut up.
No, that's cool.
Don't forget to maneuver these guys.
Into the side of those guys.
I'm going to say, don't forget to move them, otherwise...
Get them marching forward at the moment,
yeah.
So hopefully I can come in sideways.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would say the best route of approach would be, once they get to this location, swing them round, and then you can attack them this way. Because then that's a great rear assault, which will do a lot of damage to your opponent. Rear assaults in this game, they're not as damning as other things, but they are definitely doing good. Yeah, and then once you can, if you can isolate and destroy one flank, you can then envelop the enemy army, and you kind of can do like a bit of a hammer and well, the term is known as hammer and anvil. This was more for cavalry, but I also think you can do it with infantry as well. Just
is it a pincer attack when you do side to side? I can't remember.
Well, it is kind of a pincer attack, but with in Total War, the term hammer and anvil is basically you get a cavalry unit, charge into the rear of an enemy unit, which does a lot of damage on the initial shock blow. Then what you do afterwards is you withdraw the cavalry unit, because cavalry units are very powerful when they enter into combat, like when they make their first charge. Okay, so those guys are going to spam. Yeah, you might want, just spam these guys into them, and then boom. And then your Lord can take care of them. Be advised you got bats flanking around here. But, you know, what happens with cavalry is they tend to do that. With me, as long as you want, what you want to do is do, a bit of a pincer movement to envelop the target, but you need to ensure when you're doing that you isolate and destroy units. So, for example, that unit isn't attacking, that unit doesn't seem... that one actually is attacking, but that unit isn't attacking. Right.
Get rid of these bats, because they're in.
Oh, it's fine. The bats...
guys can start making a move.
I think the bats are going. Are they going? Oh, good. You nearly routed that one. That's perfect. Right, okay. Where's your Lord? I'm curious. Oh, there he is. Cool. Good news is...
front line, centre.
Good. I was going to say, maybe send your big Varghalf to have a go at this guy, because he seems to be on his own at the moment. He's already taken a bit of damage, which is good.
That's cool. I'll also hit him with a spell from my Lord, like so.
Good.
Varghalf's on the move.
Now be careful with this army, because it's being enveloped a bit. You want to try and... yeah, maybe instead of sending your Varghalf, maybe send your Varghalf to engage this section here to fuck that section up, because it's currently being enveloped at the moment. You're taking a lot of damage, but they're holding at the moment. Yeah, rush those guys in. Hopefully, if we envelop one of the flanks, if one of the flanks can go, you can then send the reinforcements to deal with the other one. This isn't going to be an easy battle, mind, unfortunately. Those bats are really being a pain in the arse. Oh, those bats are causing problems with your rear forces. Are they marching or running? They're running, okay. Okay. Watch out, mate. This unit is, for some reason, moving backwards.
Yeah, I've got them to come out and around to try and get behind.
Oh, yes, good point, good point. I'll shut up then. I'm being an idiot. Never mind.
Varghalf's got the left-hand side covered,
yeah,
so I'm
that's
just trying
perfect.
to get them out and around to try and capture them.
Yeah, watch out. Bats coming into this line.
I can't hurt them till they land, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, I've got some bad news. You're losing one unit, it seems, of those guys. They're draining, unfortunately. The zombie unit.
Zombies, yeah.
That's fair enough, though.
That's fine, they're expendable.
Right, okay. I would suggest what you do with this one is those two units come charging in as quickly as possible to help defend that line. these 2 units coming along and rear attack these guys. They might not do much damage, but they will keep the enemy occupied. Feel free to put the slowdown thing as well. I've had to do that with this game as well.
Right, you guys aren't doing anything, so you can down and come into the side of these guys. That's now crumbling, which is brilliant. If you're coming into the
Yo, those bats are crumbling as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Your vampire is pretty awesome at battles as well, which is nice. Oh, come on, bats. Fuck off. He is not quitting. Oh, no, the bats are crumbling. The bats are crumbling.
Right, now you guys are engaged there. You're going to come along.
Fantastic. And the bats are gone.
Jump right into there.
Yeah, suck you. Okay, this unit is doing... Okay, that's doing that.
Sideways
Yeah,
into there.
well done, mate. Good choice, good choice. Okay. Your middle line is about to break. Your main line is about to break, unfortunately. But that said, you have turned the tables on these units, so that should make things interesting. Good news is also this army is this unit is wavering on that front, so it's kind of good.
Yeah,
there.
this little side army going on the left, good, because one's crumbling, one's about to break, another's about to crumble, and then I can get all 5 or 6 units from over here to join up the main battle and march up behind.
Yeah, what I recommend you do... I mean, this army is definitely losing battle, but what you could do is once the enemy regiments for this army breaks, because it does look like that, unfortunately you've lost your main flank.
I want to try and get them up and round like there.
Yeah, that's the good idea, perfect idea. In fact, what I would recommend you do, because I'd recommend you get this unit to maneuver and start now, because you've lost this middle section. So that, because this unit is crumbling. So you can then happily send them round, outflank. I'd recommend you get them on this unit because that's wavering. If you can waver that unit down, that will fuck them over royally. Then you get the rest of this army to focus on whichever of these units are crumbling. Get them to crumble and ball down because these guys are dead. And then you can do a shit ton of damage. Don't forget to use your Lord's spells if you can.
Yeah.
Mainly just buffs. I'd recommend just buffing his army. Yeah, good call because then you can go for that now. That's a perfect idea. Your Varkov is saving this game as well, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he does.
I really want that unit. That's amazing. Oh, dude, this is awesome. This is how it's going to work. So, yeah, these guys are going to rape this infantry.
Vargov's in his element, causing a bit of trouble. Guys are coming up around from back and behind.
The enemy's Lord is there as well. Recommend you get your Varkov to target him as well, because he's going to do a shit ton of damage. And as you can see, rear attacking. Look at the amount of wavering banners on this section. A lot of them are the enemies. Some mods in the other games, like the Rome Total War Attila, rear attacks are fatal to them because they will rips the shit out of them, and their morale can be gone into an instant. So, like, even an elite army, if you can rear attack them successfully, will destroy them. Okay, you're on that one. Yeah, that's perfect. One of the units on this flank is diminishing now, which is good. Unfortunately, your zombie units here is crumbling, so unfortunately you're not going to get much support from them.
I've got a bit of crumbling going on now.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. You're going to take severe casualties, but it's fine. Good call on sending them out as well. Yeah, you'll be fine though, because the other unit, the Skeleton Warriors in this area, is crumbling. Both of these enemy units are crumbling, so it won't be too much longer before they start losing troops, which then means you can then start sending these guys to outflank. So although admittedly you're going to be having occasions where you're kind of creating one flank to fight another, this definitely, when this goes, the advantage will turn in your favour, because this unit's going to be wiped out in a few seconds, as will the other one.
I can turn and get the whole lot to march along and behind.
And more importantly, you're also wiping the floor with these guys. Where's that Lord? He's not quite dead yet.
That's right, I'll hit him with another spell.
Okay. Yeah, you focus on okay, shit. Yeah, you got him coming on the reinforcement front here. Okay, so this army is definitely starting to send more units, but you're doing a good job. So, come on, you fucking zombies, die already.
Right, is that everyone from over here dead? Nope.
No, they're literally at the last throngs. Like, they're crumbling now. They're being a bit of an arsehole about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I'll let you know. Okay, 14. Come on, fucking die, you bastards. Come on.
Nice to back up out.
10. Yep, they're gone on that one.
Random re-engage.
Come on, crumble already. Jesus Christ, 10 fucking zombies. Crumble, you son of a bitch.
An attack from that angle.
You know what? You know, they've crumbled. They've crumbled. Send those units. Send those units now. They're losing troops as they go, so they should be dead in like a couple of seconds. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so, yeah, and then you can send those guys back into the fray to do a nice rear attack. Good job. Okay, what I recommend you do is one of these units, send them up to set them up around here, so then they could do another flanking attack. Okay, they've taken a bit of debilitated. I'm going to be doing that. Okay, enemy zombies are reinforcing this line, so be careful.
Cool.
But the good news is this unit is crumbling, which is good.
That's those guys nice and trapped.
That's perfect. Well fucking done, mate. That's doing like that.
There.
Yeah. Actually, this unit, set them up to line up like so, and then pulverize them into this flank, because this is a good juicy side flank.
Oh, okay. I was getting them to run sideways into here, so...
Make sure to get them to set up first, so that way all of them focus like so, and then set them up to attack like so. Little bit closer, if you can set them up like that.
Will do, I've just got to ungroup things.
Oh yeah, with me, okay, and with these guys, definitely send them around to attack that flank. These guys are no longer fighting, so you need to get them into that flank there. Perfectly done, well done. Right, yeah, cool. And then these guys can move there. Perfect. And there you go. And then those guys, and boom, there you go. Right, good. This section of army is now crumbling on the enemy side, so they're going to be gone in like a few milliseconds.
The main battle and leaving the 3 lots of skeletons to take out the 1 unit of skeleton spearmen.
Okay. The good news also, mate, is that the enemy warlord is caught up with your troops. So if you tell like a couple of infantry regiments to focus on him, he's getting really low health. So
I'll keep zapping him with those spells as well.
Yeah, definitely use that. Right, get your Zarkov, dude, to focus on knocking out this section, because your normal infantry can do small but effective attacks. And then your Zarg health can then go in. He's not lost a single fucking hit point, by the way.
He regenerates, so if he's taking damage, he just carries on going.
Jesus Christ. That is OP as hell, but nice.
He is like the final tier along with the Terragul.
Dude, you're about to win and kill that guy's... Yes! Fuck yes! Right, okay, yeah, exactly. Well fucking done. Set them up like so. And then pulverize the bastards. Well fucking done. And then you can send this, because this unit is going to crumble now, because it's completely... They've lost their leader, which is going to do a lot of damage to their morale. There you fucking go, mate. That is how you win battles. And now these guys are going to come into there. You're going to surround them. These guys are going to crumble. Then you can send them into there. And you're going to outflank and royally screw all of them. And that is how you do it. Perfect. Okay, now you've got those guys.
Firing up them.
So, yep, and then over there.
Nice line there. Nice line there.
And then those guys can charge into them, and then to them, and bob ya. I would say with the... okay, so they're all crumbling now. I would say send your Zargholf into there, because it'll do a lot more damage in big clumps. It doesn't seem to be as effective, and you're kind of doing friendly fire to your own dudes with that unit. So send him into that melee, because he's going to fuck everything that's in there. Perfect, well done. And that is how you win.
Now I don't have him to worry about. I can start regaining some troops. So let's do.
I would highly recommend you save as well once we finish this battle, just in case my game crashes.
Yeah, I will be.
And there you go, mate.
Boom.
It says it's a Pyrrhic victory. It's not.
Dude,
that is
was
a victory
tough.
to be proud of, though. Holy shit, mate. Well
That
done.
was so much micromanaging.
It is. One thing I will say a lot about your units is about this game is it's a lot of micromanaging, and at first it can be a lot, but when you start getting that sort of motion in your head, it's a bit like training your brain. You start getting the micromanaging.
Everything. He lost everything.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah, 3,000
lords,
casualties, over
28
3k
units, done.
gone. Yeah, completely.
Playing vampires that have given in to like madness and just become one with the inner bat.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see them. They're fun when they go crawling into an enemy and just dive on them.
I think I have seen them as well. I think I've engaged them
giant
before.
bluish bats with red manes.
Yeah.
Right, that is my turn done, guys.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I got skill points.
Oh yes, definitely give your commander skill points. Holy shit, is he awesome? And you still got 20 fucking units as well. That's ridiculous. Right, I am saving. Okay, guys, that's it for this one. A little bit longer episode, but that said, very much worth it. Gonna save. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right then. I will catch you guys next time. This is Miss Jager signing out.